One man. Cornered. No way out. Michael Scofield walked into this prison on purpose. He's got a plan. Every move mapped out. Every angle covered. But right now, none of that matters. Because John Abruzzi, the most dangerous man in Fox River, is counting. 1, 2, 3. And when a mob boss reaches 3, you don't get a warning shot. But to understand how we got here, let's go back to where it all started. At the beginning of this episode, we see Michael playing chess in the yard. His opponent is an old man named Westmoreland, 60 years old, 60 years left on his sentence. He's not going anywhere. But Michael is already 3 moves ahead. He's only been inside 3 days, and he's already thinking about leaving. Not just thinking, planning every single step. Then everything stops. The toilets stop flushing. In prison, that means one thing. Shakedown. Guards storm in. They toss everything. They're looking for weapons. And right on cue, a homemade knife shows up in Michael's cell. It's not his. It belongs to his cellmate, Sucre. But before anyone can react, Sucre takes the fall. Just like that, he gets dragged straight to solitary. And then a guard gets right in Michael's face. He runs this place during the day, but I run it at night. Message received loud and clear. Now Michael gets in front of his brother Lincoln. Lincoln's on death row. The execution is getting close. Real close. And Michael tells him the plan. The escape runs through the prison infirmary. It's the weakest link in the entire security chain. But to get access up there, Michael needs a drug called Pugnac. It messes with his insulin levels, makes the doctor think he's diabetic. As long as the doctor thinks he's sick, Michael gets scheduled visits to the infirmary. And those visits, that's his window. Time in the infirmary means time to prep the escape route. Lincoln doesn't look convinced. He says no one has ever broken out of Fox River. Michael says every step is already mapped out. Every contingency. Every backup. He's got the blueprints, tattooed on his body. And then Michael meets the man who could end everything. Theodore Bagwell, better known as T-Bag. This man kidnapped, raped, and murdered children in Alabama. And right now he's got his eyes locked on Michael. T-Bag runs the white inmates on his side of the yard. He makes Michael an offer. Walk with us. Stay in my pocket. I'll keep you safe. He says the race riot is coming, and Michael's going to need protection. Michael looks him dead in the eye and says no. T-Bag doesn't forget that. He never forgets anything. Outside the prison, someone else is fighting for Lincoln. Veronica Donovan, Lincoln's old girlfriend. She's a lawyer. She tracks down Lincoln's old attorney. He says the case was clean. The evidence was solid. Lincoln was guilty. But Veronica's not buying it. Lincoln said Crabbe could prove he was innocent. The lawyer tells her to go find him herself. So she does. He looks almost like a different person. Quiet, calm, like everything weighs just a little less. He says his whole life has been crazy and loud, but right now, it's quiet. He says he made a lot of mistakes, and he swears he's going to make them right. Meanwhile, Michael is getting squeezed from both sides. He was spotted talking to T-Bag's crew, and now C-Note, one of the leaders on the other side, is furious. He corners Michael, tells him he chose the wrong side. But Michael hasn't chosen anyone. He's playing every angle, staying neutral, staying invisible. The problem? In Fox River, neutral gets you killed fastest. So Michael goes straight to the top. John Abruzzi, mob boss, life without parole. Michael makes him a deal. A witness named Fibonacci, the man who can testify against Abruzzi and put him away forever. Michael knows where he is, and he'll give Abruzzi that name, but not now. He'll hand it over the moment they're both standing outside those walls. Abruzzi doesn't move, doesn't speak, but he doesn't say no either. And here's why Abruzzi's desperate enough to even listen. A mob boss named Falzone shows up. He's not here to visit. He's here to deliver a message. Fibonacci is coming up for air, a congressional hearing, next month. If Fibonacci testifies, a lot of powerful people go down, including Falzone. And then Falzone goes one step further. He mentions Abruzzi's kids, their school, their friends. It would be a shame if anything happened to your kids. The threat couldn't be clearer. Find Fibonacci, or the family pays. And here's where Michael does something no one saw coming. He walks straight into Teabag's cell, uninvited, and he says 3 words. I want in. Teabag blinks. He wasn't expecting that. But he doesn't say no. If Michael wants to fight with them, he's going to have to prove himself tonight. Because the race riot isn't coming tomorrow. It's happening tonight, during the next count. And Michael just signed up for it. Outside, Veronica gets something unexpected from Lincoln's old lawyer. The surveillance tape. From the night of the murder. The trial was closed. Nobody outside that courtroom ever saw this footage. The lawyer says it'll help her find closure. But what's on that tape isn't what she expected at all. Veronica goes to see Lincoln. She watched the tape, and now she wants answers. Lincoln finally breaks. He tells her everything. He wasn't supposed to kill anyone that night. He went to the garage to clear a debt. A man named Crab Simmons told him the target was a drug dealer. Said if Lincoln helped, the debt would disappear. But when Lincoln got to that garage, the man was already dead. He never pulled the trigger. Someone set him up. Someone wanted Lincoln in that garage with a dead body. And that body turned out to be the vice president's brother. Veronica doesn't know what to believe. Lincoln tells her if anything they ever had meant something to her, go find the truth. And if you're enjoying this breakdown so far, hit that subscribe button on Unlock the Plot. We break down every twist, every secret, every hidden detail. Now, back to the story. But the truth is already getting buried. Veronica finds Crab Simmons' house, knocks on the door. His mother answers. She asks for Crab, says it's urgent. A man's life is at stake. Crab can't help nobody, lady. He's dead. The one man who could have saved Lincoln is gone. The official report says overdose, but his girlfriend tells a very different story. Veronica gets a phone call. A woman named Leticia, Crab's ex-girlfriend. She's terrified. She won't meet inside, only in public. Leticia tells her Crab didn't use drugs. He had a bad heart. One hit would kill him instantly. They murdered him. And Lincoln and Crab, they were just pawns in a much bigger game. Someone used them. Someone powerful. Before Veronica can get more, Leticia panics. She bolts, runs. Get as far away from here as you can, girl. There ain't nobody they can't get to. And she's right. Somewhere, a phone rings. A voice. Calm, cold, in control. There's a lawyer poking around. Veronica Donovan. Anyone who's a threat to what we're doing is expendable. Anyone. Veronica just became a target. Back inside, Teabag is in his cell. He's talking through the wall to Michael next door. Low, quiet, like a voice in a nightmare. He says he knows Michael's there. He knows Michael's trapped. I'm coming for you. You've got nowhere to run. Trapped like a pig I'm gonna slaughter. But Michael stays focused. He finally gets the pugnac he's been chasing all episode. He gets called up to the infirmary immediately. The doctor runs a blood test. She explains how it works. If Michael's glucose level comes back normal, he's been faking it. No more infirmary. No more access, ever. The plan dies right here in this room. The number comes back. 180 milligrams per deciliter. Diabetic. Confirmed. The pugnac worked. The plan is still alive. But the doctor notices something. When Michael hears the result, he looks relieved. Most patients are scared to get bad news. Michael looks like he just won the lottery. But the second Michael steps out of that infirmary, Teabag's crew is waiting. They grab him. No warning, no way out. And they drag him straight to Abruzzi. And now we're right back where we started. Abruzzi leans in close. He tells Michael the little dance between them is over. He wants Fibonacci. He wants it right now. Michael stays calm. He tells Abruzzi, give him that name and he's a dead man. They both know it. He'll give it up the moment they're outside. Abruzzi doesn't care. I'm gonna count to 3. 1, 2, 3. What happens in that room next changes the entire escape plan. Trust me, you're not ready for it. Subscribe to Unlock the Plot. Hit the bell icon. Don't miss a single breakdown. See you in the next one.